So this is the first video in the new series of Paul Theo and Paul's Swim FAQ.
Paul and Theo.
Theo and Paul.
Okay, that's
Swim FAQ. That's what it says on the website.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, and today we're going to be looking at paddles. So these are hand paddles. We don't have
many with us, we just have a couple.
We've got a pair that we use for training people. Theo and I do differ on some of the equipment we use. I've got these ones.
And I've got these old-fashioned ones.
Those old-fashioned ones. Very much the same kind of concept.
Yeah.
Got some different advantages, disadvantages.
Yeah.
You'll see how dirty they are, that we use them quite a lot.
That's true, and mine, the pasta thing here, the strap is really bad. Okay,
so let's talk about your ones first. Yours, do you know where they came from?
It's from the States, from a guy called Han. It's Han's paddles, you can clearly see that. It used to be a popular...
Is that someone Hanula or something?
Probably, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the guy. That's
Dick Hanula.
Yeah.
Good
Strange
stuff.
name, but that's the guy, yeah. And he created that simple thing. It looks simple, but it's exactly what a swimmer needs. It's a flat thing paddle with holes in between. You need that just to be able to feel the water, as we say.
Yep.
And
that's a key advantage of your ones over mine.
Yeah.
I'm using the Finis ones, Finis. They're a moulded all-in-one section.
It looks a bit heavy, but it's
fits on the hand like that. Major disadvantage of this is you don't feel the water anymore. But you do feel the pressure of the water if you're using it properly. If you're not using the paddles properly, they slip off quite easily.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So there's an advantage there with the way it slips off, but you can do the same with those.
Yeah, again, you can easily look the grip here, and you can easily lose the balance, but that's more like sideways control.
You get a sideways twist.
Yeah. The guy that created it used to have two of these weird things here. One for the middle finger, one for the wrist.
And we're not fans of two, are we?
No.
Both of us like to torment people in the pool.
Exactly.
It's better to have the instability.
Yeah,
in some way.
they should be able to control it by themselves. It shouldn't be so easy for them. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you've used that one with me. You've used those on me.
Yeah.
And you've moved that strap around all over the place.
According to,
you've had me...
You can have it upside down.
Upside down.
So you can have a better feel of the front part as you anchor your arm.
Okay, demonstrate that.
Yeah. So the easier way, let's say, is to put it this way. The curve is down.
Okay.
The feeling is, again, good, and it's a little bit easier to anchor your arm and push.
Yeah, so that's working vertical forearm.
Exactly. And controlling the wrist and keeping the fingers flat, slightly apart. Other way around, similar feeling, slightly more difficult. And that's because the curve is in front, and that makes the anchoring your arm a bit harder.
Yep.
It takes a bit of time to feel the water.
And you'll get a stronger pull off that?
And you get a stronger and deeper and probably even more vertical one.
Okay.
And you might be able to get it wrong sometimes. You might just lose that.
You might slip on the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So your ones are quite advanced for someone that can swim.
That's true.
And you're probably modifying their hand position.
Yeah. According to their needs. You can also use it for backstroke. If you change that thing and put it this way. Okay. But that's again another more advanced trick.
So let's just look at the front crawl today.
Yeah. Forget about it.
With my ones, I use mine a lot with clients who maybe instead of their hand entering the water like that, enters the water like that, very steep, or they just kind of bounce on the water like that.
And they have a lot of resistance,
And then as a result with these, they have a habit of just dropping off in that situation. So the client has to really kind of work on entering the water in a nice position rather than that or that.
Yeah, yeah. Because we usually tell clients that they should keep the fingers apart, they should have the hand a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
And that's a bit tricky because they might relax the hand completely, they lose basically the paddle.
Yeah, and with these, there are disadvantages. Sometimes these help clients if they feel they can't feel the water and they're not able to get enough lift or...
Okay, yeah.
Then I believe they look at these and think they're going to help massively, and they start to think that they can lift themselves out of the water. They're going to give them the superpower.
More like
it's probably not giving them the superpower.
Mind game.
It's it's a mind game.
Yeah.
So should we go and play around with them in the pool?
Yeah, let's give them a go.
Let's see what we can do.
We both like them.
Oh yeah, and we like both of them.
Yeah.
They kind of do different things.
Yeah.
And if we can, we'll put links to where you can get similar types of
that's
kit
true.
from.
Yeah.
I don't know where you can get those nowadays.
Probably there is a
There's
website.
probably a website, and
yeah.
we'll track these down as well.
Yeah.
These come in a variety of sizes. Major disadvantages.
And this as well.
And those as well.
Yeah.
Major disadvantage of this, a design flaw that I wish we could solve.
Oh yeah, you told me that
They sink
before.
down to the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
Would you not have designed a little air bubble to keep them up at the surface? No, they sink straight down and they slip around, so people could fall over in the water with these.
And these, the only disadvantage is that they're not so popular. You can't easily find them. There should be a website.
Yeah.
You have to change that frequently though, because it
gets moldy.
Yeah. And basically that,
Okay, let's go and play in the pool. You want me to be pulling through the water and then landing that down, reaching forwards.
Exactly.
Pulling, reaching forwards.
Great. And if you put that paddle in this, with this kind of position, you don't even have to worry about the entry so much. You can even relax your arm and let it go forwards and then... Yes.
Yeah. So if I don't worry about it, it kind of is helping to guide me forwards. So if I land it badly, I feel that.
Exactly, yeah.
I feel it's trying to separate. So if and it's not a nice feeling. And then you can, it's almost a sweet spot there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just feels quite...
How do you find the wrist position?
Yeah, that feels
You
nice.
can easily control it. Yeah, great, good. And what about the holes? You can really feel it, right? But it's...
Yeah, I can feel the water actually kind of firing through the holes.
No.
So I can feel the bubbles of the water coming through the holes, so I'm getting feedback on where my hand is.
Good.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's quite a nice feeling. So they do feel quite secure.
I guess for you, because you have done that before. But for someone who does that for the first time, it might feel a bit strange that they don't have the support for the wrist.
Yes. So, because I'm used to it, it's feeling quite
comfortable. I think so.
Yeah. So, if they pull badly on the water, they go like that.
It can easily come.
So So if you're used to swimming,
good.
These are just a bit crazy.
Yeah, they go all over the place.
And you've probably got to be exactly right with everything for them to not completely
lose them.
Just lose them.
Yes.
But that said, the major disadvantage of these, a major disadvantage is I'm not feeling the water. So So I'm feeling the solidity and the heaviness of the paddle. So that's sitting between me and the feel of the water.
Yeah, that's
so I'm feeling the paddle, which is cool, and I can tell if I pull back at the wrong angle, I immediately lose them.
Yes.
But I'm not feeling the water directly. So
and it's also important to focus on the exit. That's it. How to bring your arm up both.
So on the exit here, I'm having to tighten my grip slightly.
A bit, yeah.
To hold onto them.
And the other idea is just to be able to keep the momentum, so you can keep the flow, the paddle. Keep it nice and smooth. Yeah, good.
There we go then. So we're back out of the pool, we're dried up, and you've seen us using two different paddles.
Yeah.
The Finis and the Dick Hanula paddles, hand paddles.
Hand paddles. Both good. They both have advantages, disadvantages. There are more brands out there. There are more paddles that we should test.
So the disadvantages for me for the Finis was I couldn't feel the water in the same way.
Okay,
So with the hands paddles, I could feel the bubbles on my hands. I could actually feel the push of the water.
But it was interesting because on the Finis paddles, you can easily play with the losing the balance.
It's losing the balance. It's easiest to lose them. So you've got to get it perfect each time. I did feel that the hands paddles were quite secure on my hand.
Yeah.
So there was less chance of them getting lost.
Yeah.
But maybe less annoying for a client.
Yeah.
So, there are advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah, and of course we should try the smaller, bigger sizes.
Yes.
And
definitely.
That depends on the level of the swimmer or
and the size of their hands.
Strength, size, yeah.
And there's loads of other variations on those paddles out there. You've had me using crazy paddles before.
Yeah.
With strange ways of holding them on and the paddles underneath
the paddle
and
on the forearm
metal bolts and loads of different things.
Weird stuff.
So I'm sure we'll be able to review those in the future.
Exactly.
But for now,
that's it. Yeah.
That's it. That's our first video.
Yeah.
We'll go and edit it.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Cheers.